Dice. Rolls. Dragons. Trolls.
Dadventurous.
Welcome back to Dadventurous.
What?
And it is time for another episode.
Of?
We already did it. Are we doing it again?
I don't know. Maybe.
Of Kea, stuck in some catacombs, fighting a scraper dragon, or...
The Scraggin.
The Scraggin, as we called it. So, are you ready to jump back into the recap?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, you kind of sound like a ghost.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the catacombs. Like that?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So last time Kea was here, we got into Scarlet Hill. You saved Flibbit from a very angry, revenge-seeking Scrick, the goblin.
Who leveled up.
He leveled up, but you did unfortunately level up more than him. And you were able to wallop him and get information out of him. You know that he was in charge of Scarlet Hill when people teleported in. He was able to capture some of them, but a new friend of yours, Thaddeus Clodsworth, the Clodcaster, had also been quick on the investigation and rescued more than that.
Yay.
You were
Go
told...
Thaddeus.
Yes, Thaddeus is a investigative journalist type frog person. And he and Scrick were able to kind of both give you enough information to let you know that there were people being held in the catacombs beneath City Hall Tower, which I was calling it for some reason.
City Tower?
City Tower, where...
Was it City Tower Hall or City Hall Tower?
That's the question. Where Czar himself has an office on the top floor, and down underneath the floor is Catacombs. You went through a maintenance shed, you snuck your way down. Maud was going to stay watch up on the road, and if you were able to find these prisoners, you were going to send them back the way you came if it was safe, and Maud would get them to safety. You and Flibbit ventured down. He glowed. He lit the way. You ventured
Even though
down.
I have dark vision.
Yeah. He ventured down into this larger opening. On the far side, you saw a hallway with torchlights, but here was this large opening. And with a nat 20 perception check, I believe, you felt the ever-perceptive falling of small soft pebbles onto your fur and rolled out of the way as a dragon-style scraper landed on the ground and attacked. But you made quick work of the Scraggin, and you continue on, although you are slightly wounded, and, thus begins the dungeon.
I haven't really been in a dungeon before.
Well, you've been in a scrape.
Well, yeah, but not like a proper underground stone-made dungeon.
That's true. Well, you're welcome.
Yay!
And that is where you are now. You're breathing heavy.
Terrified.
Flibbit's also breathing heavy. The Scraggin, I think you activated like a lawnmower and chopped it apart from the inside.
Yeah.
The pieces finish flying around. The lawnmower finally comes to a sputtering stop. And Flibbit goes, "Whoa, that was wild. We haven't fought one like that before."
No.
Okay, well.
I'm glad I rolled out of the way.
I'm also glad you rolled out of the way.
I'm glad you flew out of the way.
That's me, always flying out of the way. Flying out of trouble. Okay, are we continuing on?
I guess.
All right.
At least you don't have to glow anymore, because there's torchlight.
That's true. Don't forget, too, if we need help, we have...
And we have that bell.
Yeah, we have the bell, and then we could also talk to Beryl, but I think she left this morning, so...
Yeah.
She was going off to fight Harwick.
Yeah, and they were gonna meet up, I think? I don't know.
I think she was just trying to help out in, Beryl ways. Get out to the airship, try out the new fog thing, go kind of scope, maybe get an idea of Czar, maybe get an idea of Harwick, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, you take a quick look at that old style keyboard phone, and there's no messages yet.
Wait, is this? I have to ask. Is this a flip phone?
Yeah, with a QWERTY keyboard. It's
I
more of
just
like a
wanted to know.
slide flip phone. You know what I'm saying?
Are you literally?
No, but it has a full keyboard.
Oh.
So it's like slide it sideways and go beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop, boop. Yep.
Okay. I was like, is this a Matrix reference?
Not this time.
Are you implying that there will be more Matrix references?
Maybe. Maybe.
I come across a guy in a trench coat.
You're about to enter the Scratrix.
We're so creative.
All right. So there you go. Dank, dark catacombs, little droplets of water coming down. You see the hallway ahead with torchlights, and you see little grave markers in the walls of people long since dead.
I was partly worried this was going to be like Paris.
I mean, it is. I mean, not that style. No, it's more newer than that. But yeah, you get the idea.
Okay. There's bones in the walls, but the walls are not made of bones.
Exactly.
Yay. That would have been way creepier. I think Kea is going to, still kind of stealthily, just in case, but like since these torches are lit, but maybe going faster across this wide open space.
Yeah, well, we'll say I was kind of implying that you were already kind of going that way.
Yeah.
You make your way across the space. There's no other scraggins. It feels empty now. And you make your way over to this torch area. You round the first, there's a little corridor, and like you can see the torchlight, but you don't see the torches yet. Mm-hmm. There's a little corner, but it's flickering. And as you come around, there is a iron gate over the entranceway. And beyond that, you can see more newer style catacombs rooms and lots of torches going down a hallway.
I quickly, I think I'm going to look around for any levers, because, if this was a maintenance shed at some point, the maintenance guy must have had a way into the catacombs, not through the main entrance.
Okay.
So,
go ahead.
Look around for, levers, buttons. Investigation?
Yeah, you're looking for something specific.
Natural 1 for a 5.
Ah, interesting. You see the lever. It's on the other side of the gate. It's about 10 feet away on the wall. And as you're looking at it, it kind of looks like, there's no way to open it from this side that you can see. Can you make a perception check for me, please? I guess I'll let Flibbit do one, too.
Ha ha! My eyes may not be good, but my ears.
Yeah.
Assuming I'm hearing something.
It is, actually.
That is a 23.
With a 23... You quickly realize that there is no way on your side through, but you do hear the sound of metal boots on stone walking your direction from a further down hallway. Clack, clack.
I'm going to quickly, I think I'm going to dodge behind and around the corner into the dark room.
Okay. After a moment.
But I'm going to activate my Scarf of Shrouding.
Sweet.
That was its fancily card I won't, and I think I'm just going to kind of stand against the wall.
Yeah.
And
in the dark
pretend
part.
to be the wall.
Yeah.
And but maybe this way I might be able to watch the.
Okay. So you're kind of in the dimmer part. I think you have to be at least in dim light.
Yeah.
Okay.
But.
So as you hear the click, clack, click, clack, Flibbit retreats fully into the darkness and goes as translucent as he can.
Goes black.
Yeah, he's all black in color. And
didn't he have a black bandana?
He did have a black bandana. I forgot about that. He did. He's very stealthy.
Yeah.
So blends in. You hear two people kind of talking for a minute, and you only really have a view of the gate. You can't, from your angle, you can't quite see down the hallway now, but you do see, you get the sense that there's two people, but you see one, and you see this very large bugbear.
Oh.
You know, the big furry, tall guy there, standing there, and he goes, I don't know, man, I saw something over here, I swear. Tiny little voice. I swear I heard something right over here. And then from the side, you hear this very deep voice going, well, I don't know. I think you're crazy.
This is totally, the deep voice is totally going to belong to a little gnome or something.
However would you guess it?
Whatever, man. I'm gonna go back to the prison. I don't need to deal with this.
And you start hearing a click, clack, of one going away. And you hear the other, you can kind of see the other one, the big bugbear. He's like, man, thought I heard something. And he's just looking in your direction.
Now that the other guy is gone, I'm going to whoosh, and
Oh, you're going to reveal yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Because whatcha means nothing on an audio podcast.
I'm sorry. I'm going to. Well, I think I like to think that it makes a slight swishing sound. I don't know because it's a scarf.
Love it.
Whatever. As I undo my scarf.
Okay. You reveal
In
yourself
front of this guy.
In front of this
Yes.
guy. And he goes, hey, you're not supposed to be down here. What are you doing?
I'm going to pull a persuasion check here. Well, I am supposed to be down here.
That's not very persuasive.
Scrick sent me ahead to do some cleanup. And I was asked to go through the maintenance shed because, the cleanup girl it was the most effective way, but I see that there's no way. This gate is in my way, and I really need to go ahead and obey Scrick's orders since he is acting.
He wants you to clean up the catacombs?
Sorry. Yes, according to him, they've gotten very dusty.
Wow. Wasn't there like a scraper dragon in there guarding that area?
Well, yes, he deactivated it for me so that I could come through.
Okay, you're going deception, not persuasion. Dusty catacombs that need cleaning.
I'm really bad at this. This is perfectly fitting. 3.
3. And the guy goes, nice try. I think I know who you are. You're that one Scrick was always angry about and talking about, aren't you? The cat person. And he
There are plenty of cat people in the world.
Yeah, but only one that looks like you.
He gave a description of me?
He did. And he pulls out a poorly drawn picture of you.
It's the wanted posters,
And he
oh God.
puts his fingers to his lips and he whistles really loudly. And all of a sudden you hear the thud, 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 thud of another set of boots coming down. And he goes,
Oh, what, you found something?
and he goes, yeah, buddy, get ready to capture somebody on the most wanted list. And then they reach up, grab the lever, and throw it down.
Oh, yay! He opened it for me.
And then they pull out weapons and come into the room, and I would like you to roll initiative.
That was my goal.
Well, yeah. Now you gotta fight him, though. They both pull out.
10.
Yeah, the bugbear comes around the corner. He has a big club. And then, ripping around the corner is a tiny little bird person, Kenku, with black feathers and, like, red war paint on the edges of his eyes. And he goes,
Oh, we're gonna make you regret coming through the maintenance tunnel.
and you got a 10?
Yeah, 10. Wow, that's just great.
Yep, they're
wow.
super creative guys. All right, well, you failed miserably, and now we have combat.
Hey,
Huzzah!
10's not bad.
No, I meant in terms of your persuasion.
Oh, yes. Yes, I have a +0 on my deception, so.
But luckily for you, from out of the shadows, as he goes, we're going to regret you coming through the maintenance tunnels, Flibbit goes, you're going to regret messing with my friends. And then he is going to start the combat off because he went first.
Wow.
These guys are wearing nice bloodhound armor. They both have good weapons and stuff like that. They look pretty serious. Flibbit's going to run over, and he is going to throw down his stench spray on one of them. Or I guess he doesn't have to go over. It has a 60-foot range. He flies up.
I have a question. Can he do both? Is it a cone? Or is it...
No, Sacred Flame is that. He does not have any other
Attacks? Yeah,
because
that's
he's
fine.
just helper. So he is going to target the Kenku, and he is going to release that, which is a dex saving throw. Ooh, succeeded, but still takes half damage because of his cool new thing. So, okay, so the guy takes 7 damage from
nice.
Flibbit's stench spray, and then Flibbit's like, "Hiya! Take that!"
My question is he still like black colored? Because that might make it hard to see him in the dim light.
Interesting tactic. Sure, I like that. It's kind of entertaining. And he releases out a dark glob of stench that hits the Kenku, and he goes,
Ugh, gross. Smell stuff.
Unfortunately
How
for
well
you,
do birds smell?
I don't know. They got those little bee holes.
Yeah, I mean, like I know they
don't
can
know.
smell, but like,
I don't know. I ain't no birdologist. All right.
birdologist.
So you unfortunately are going last. The Kenku just got hit by Flibbit. It's going to turn and be like,
I hate smelling bad stuff. I'm gonna get you.
didn't work.
I
He reaches in to his belt and he pulls out a gauntlet and puts it on, and it has a little bit of that past world tech glow. So he's got a cool punchy fist.
Cool,
He
punchy
runs
fist.
up, tries to punch Flibbit though, and Flibbit's able to slip out of the way. The guy's going to go again with his second attack. Does hit that time.
Wait, this little Kenku with like this, with like this big gauntlet on. I just love the image of this. This is like really funny.
Flibbit's taken 7 damage as the guy releases his double barrage attacks. We're going to say like Flibbit had kind of floated up a little bit to shoot that stench spray. This Kenku floats up into the air with his wings and goes for the punch.
Oh.
So you got that. The bugbear's looking at you and he's like, I'm about to get you. I'm going to take you and you're going to become my prisoner for Skrick, and then I'll get promoted. And maybe he'll give me a new hat.
I love the hats is like the way of.
This is a thing now.
Wait, what? Is this guy wearing a hat?
Yes, we'll say now that he's come into view, he is wearing a circular brimmed like fedora. Yep, no points at all.
No points.
No points.
The lowliest. The lowliest of gods.
Yeah,
has no pointed hats.
Yeah, he's a no pointer. Yes, and so you know the hierarchy of the hats now, so feel free. It is. He's going to rush over to you, and he's going to raise his big club that has spikes on it. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, what did you get?
And that 20. So.
Ow, there's a lot of dice.
15 damage. As he releases this super big attack onto you, pushes you backwards a little bit, and you are thudded.
Thudded?
Thudded hardcore. Yep. Yep. And ouch.
I
It is
hiss
now
at him.
Your turn. Don't forget you got lots of stuff.
I'm going to. How close is this Kenku guy
To you?
to me?
Probably within like 10 feet. 15.
Trying to decide whether or not I want to risk the opportunity attack. I want to ensnaring strike the Kenku,
Okay.
but if he's 15 feet away, I'm scared of the opportunity attacks.
Can't you ensnaring strike with your bow?
I can.
I was going to say, yeah. Ensnaring strike works with your bow, too. It's just your
Oh.
next attack.
Oh. For some reason, I thought it would be on my swords.
I'm like, wait, what do you mean? You can do that.
Yes, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to.
I remember you get 2 attacks, so.
Ooh, yeah. Can I do one? It would be impractical to. You can fire a bow in short range.
Yes, but I think it's
isn't it
at
like-
disadvantage if they're within 5 feet.
Yeah, and could I do one attack with my bow and one attack with my sword?
Probably not. That feels a little
Yeah.
strong. So I would say you could fire off at the Kenku or you could bonus action do something else, or you have things you can activate, items, things like that. But I would say probably not. You kind of need to commit to one or the other.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna Ensnaring Strike this Kenku.
Okay.
I really want to.
Okay. So it's a normal hit, and then...
So if I cast Ensnaring Strike, and then fire my bow, does a 18 hit?
Absolutely.
Yay. So normal damage, right?
Yeah,
Plus...
I think so.
Maximum damage for 13 piercing damage.
Nice.
Plus, for Ensnaring Strike...
Are you casting it at a higher level?
First level.
First level, okay.
You need to make a strength saving throw.
Oof. Kenku is not very strong. No, a 6.
Ha ha! You are restrained by magical vines until the spell ends. You are not large.
No, he's
You're
small.
A bird. Says, while restrained by the spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage.
That's why I asked if you wanted to up the... Or are you saving your spells for now?
I'm saving it. 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature restrained by the vines, or one that can touch the creature, can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, the target is freed.
Okay.
And it can't move.
Okay.
It's restrained.
That's one of your hits. It is restrained, and you did 13 damage to it?
Yeah. Second hit. I want to, fire my bow at the bugbear.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, you can take the disadvantage. You still have the potential to hit.
I do think I want to. I think I want to. So, disadvantage.
It's not a high armor class, I'll tell you that.
Non-natural 20.
As your low one? Yeah, that hits.
I'm kind of... the bow is kind of really good. I don't know if this is normal for a blue bow, but the plus 10 means that even if I roll a nat 1, anything with under an 11 armor class, I hit automatically.
I mean, that you're a ranger. That's what they do.
That's
is
just crazy.
Shoot bows
I
and
feel
do good at it.
So I hit, right?
Yep.
So 10 piercing damage to Mr. Bugbear.
It sinks into his armor, and he goes, ow! And that is your turn. You're not going to risk the movement, you said? Okay. Flibbit is now face-to-face with this Kenku that's ensnared, and he goes, ha ha ha, I got you now. How are you doing, Kea? He looks over at you.
Kinda okay.
Nice. He's just going to continue. Yep. Another stench spray. Oh, especially because the Kenku, does it automatically fail?
I don't know how restraint
Attack
works.
rolls against and the creature has disadvantage on dex saving throws. Already failed. Failed even harder. All right. Full damage dice from Flibbit. Nice. 14
Whoa.
damage.
Nice.
As Flibbit releases a point-blank stench spray. The Kenku's all wrapped up in vines that are poking him. He's like,
Hey, let me out of here.
and then Flibbit goes, and just rips a big one right there next to the guy. The guy's and Flibbit is going to make sure to float away.
Float away. Oh, yeah, because bugbears can't fly.
No. And so Flibbit floats upwards and away, but kind of over you a little bit. The Kenku, on its turn, at the beginning of its turn, it takes damage.
1d6.
Okay.
3 damage.
Nice, right in the middle. Okay, so youch. It's looking kind of hurt. Looking beat up. It can do what? It can try to take a turn to...
It can...
Make a strength save?
It just says strength check.
Okay. Yeah.
Different than saving throw.
Yep.
You need to beat a 13.
Ah, I did. So, good damage.
Well, I think you lose your turn. I think that's an action.
That's my action.
Yeah.
So, he takes his fist of punching and he starts grabbing the vines and just tearing them off and tearing them off and tearing them off, and finally is able to flap away slightly. But did take the opportunity to do a lot of damage to him.
Yeah.
So that's his turn. He's going to kind of... He's a puncher, so I guess he's just going to try to close the distance on Flibbit, but doesn't have enough to catch up to where Flibbit was. So maybe next turn.
Okay.
The bugbear turns down and looks at you, and he goes, all right, ready for another hit?
No.
Well, I rolled a 2, so you're doing all right. Yeah, he's just going to stay right there.
All right then.
Yeah, you just missed with a 2, so it's your turn.
A 2. That's great, actually.
Yeah.
My turn.
Yep.
I'm going to activate. Did we decide whether the Golden Watch of Speed was a bonus action or an action to activate?
It was a bonus action, I believe.
Okay. Since I don't want to use up my spell slots, I'm going to activate a charge for my Golden Watch of Speed.
Okay.
And use it.
So it makes it disadvantage,
yes,
right?
Disadvantage on attacks.
Okay, so it's been a while since you've used it, since the Mojingle stole it from you, I think.
Since the Mojingle stole it from me,
yep,
yeah.
so you flip it back on, you get that kind of shuddery sort of like, are there 2 Keas? Are there 3 Keas? They're hard to see. And I take it you're going to move away?
I'm going to move. I'm going to use my very special thing called feline agility.
Nice.
So since I didn't move on my previous turn, I'm going to use that to double my movement speed. So
okay, well,
I'm
first, let me see if I hit
you.
Yes. You go to move, the bugbear takes his club, and he goes, not on my watch. Oh, wait, that's your watch. With disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Oh, so sad. I got a 19 on my first roll.
Oh.
And then I got a 6 plus 5, which is an 11, which does not
Nope.
hit.
Thank
He feels solid. He goes for that hit. He's locking eyes with one of them Keas, but it's the wrong one as you disappear.
I'm going to move full movement 60 feet away.
Dang. You, like a bullet, you just boom across.
I go on all fours.
Okay.
Because it's
Which
feline
direction
agility.
do you head? Do you head deeper into the cage tunnel area or back into the Scraggin room?
Back into the Scraggin room.
'Kay.
And since I'm 60 feet away, I can still see him.
Yes, you can.
And I'm going to take out my bow.
I will say I said Flibbit came over the top of you, and then the Kenku flew towards Flibbit to close the gap. That would mean that they are probably within 5 feet of each other.
I have lightning, cold, smoke, poison, sonic, and sunlight.
And you just used Sonic on the cube, so you don't have that one anymore.
Okay. I'm going to use the poison on the bugbear.
Okay.
And then a normal arrow on the Kenku.
Okay. So you knock one of these cool poison arrows. It glows green.
For 26.
26. Absolutely hits. So do your normal arrow damage.
13 piercing damage.
Ooh, on the bugbear?
Yep.
Dang. Okay. And then you can roll, according to my list, 4d4 acid damage. Or sorry, poison damage.
14.
You got 14 on 4d4? Dang.
Yeah, I rolled 2 3s and 2 4s.
Wowch. Dang.
I'm sorry.
That's great. Nice rolls. So a poison gas explodes, and he starts coughing just like the Kenku was with stench spray, going, oh, why you guys smell so bad? And you're going to do another arrow at the Kenku?
Yeah, just a normal one.
Okay, go ahead.
Boop. Non-natural 20.
Okay.
Well, I did maximum damage on the bugbear and minimum damage on the Kenku for 6 damage.
Okay, Kenku's looking pretty messed up.
I think that's my turn.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Flibbit goes, you look like you're doing okay over there, Kea.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit him again. And he is going to target the Kenku with another Sacred Flame. Does not have disadvantage this time, but still rolled a 3. So, Flibbit, can he do it? 6 and a 4. That'll do it. Flibbit releases that cloud of stench spray, hits the Kenku in the face, and the Kenku goes, I can't. Passes out. Unconscious. Defeated.
He was flying, wasn't he?
Yes. So it collides in the air with the Kenku, and it falls down, and that's what knocks him unconscious. unconscious is the 10
It's
foot
the fall.
The 10-foot fall.
I mean, a 10-foot fall could
Technically,
definitely
you
knock
take
you
damage. We'll say. No, we'll just say he's not knocked unconscious.
Okay, I was like,
No. But it falls down, knocked unconscious, and eyes closed. And Flibbit's like, yeah, got him. As he falls, you hear the jangle of metal. The bugbear, boo. The bugbear's turn is
Wow.
now. He goes, oh, you can't do that. That's my best friend,
they didn't sound like best friends.
Brian. That's my friend Brian. Brian, no. And the
What's
bugbear
this guy's
is
name?
going to look at you, realize you're too far away, turn to Flibbit,
Oh.
and make a jumping attack.
Whoa.
He is going to attempt to leap into the air.
10 feet is a long way to jump.
He's got the strength for it, though.
Gah. Oh, the high jumps, I guess, yeah.
He's going to leap up, and he is going to attempt to grapple Flibbit out of the air. And so he's going to make an athletics check versus Flibbit. Wow. Terrible, but he did win.
Oh.
Yeah, he got an 8, Flibbit got a 2.
Oh,
Kind of
no.
fitting. He reaches up, grabs a tentacle, and he goes, you're mine. And he pulls him down, and he hugs him tight like this. Grrr, like a big old bear hug. He is using his action to do that, but pulling him back to the ground, he's going to use his movement to turn around and face you. Good luck hitting him now, he says. And he's going to start backing up out of the room.
How far?
He could only move like 10 feet.
Because
he
he
already
used
jumped
his, yeah.
and did everything. That's your turn.
Uh-oh.
I'm making it harder on you.
I think I'm going to move 30 feet forward, because
Okay.
that's my movement.
Okay, you get a little closer. He's a little easier to see. Still disadvantage.
And I'm going to, just so that I'm like 40 feet away from him
Yeah.
now, so yeah. I'm going to try and, ooh, no. I'm just going to try and shoot him.
All right, disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Both were really good rolls. 24.
A 24.
'Cause I rolled a
Able
14
to hit.
as my lowest.
He's holding Flibbit up high, but his feet are visible. You aim for a foot, and you succeed. Go ahead and roll your damage. I'm taking this fluffy thing, and I'm getting out of here, and I'm going to tell everybody about
12 damage.
Kea, the tabaxi rummager, who's exactly where she shouldn't blow. And he gets hit, and 12 damage is enough to knock him out. We'll say you hit him in the foot, and he goes, ow! And Flibbit, and he squeezes Flibbit a little too hard, and an extra little stench burst comes out of Flibbit as Flibbit goes, and goes into the guy's nostrils, and he goes, ugh, and falls out and passes out. And Flibbit goes, sorry. Got a little scared on that one.
Hey, he knocked him out.
Okay, we really got to stop fighting things.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I have an idea.
okay.
I'm going to grab. Were they both wearing hats?
We'll say yes. This is a hat-specific adventure so far. Both wearing circular brimmed hats.
I'm going to pick one up,
Okay.
stare at it.
It has a Bloodhound logo on it.
Does one of them fit on my head?
Yeah, we'll say the Kenkus would pretty easily fit on your head. You guys were about the same size. Put it on, little bowler cap style hat.
I put it on and probably squishes my ears a little
Yep.
bit. And I'm like, do you think like bloodhounds with ears like mine would like cut holes in their hats? let their ears go
Flibbit
through.
picks up the other one, and he's like, I'm going to need holes for my eye stalks if I'm going to wear this thing.
Yeah. I have more of an idea.
Okay, I'm
So-
still confused.
You're still confused?
Yep.
Even though I put the hat on?
Yeah?
It's up to you if this will work or not.
Okay.
But I am going to see if I can try and wear one of these guys' armor.
I will say that you could probably very easily wear the Kenku's armor. That's pretty easy. I'll say the Bloodhound armor is mostly just kind of like normal armor clothes, except for a leather breastplate and cloak, and then a hat, apparently.
Hat?
So if you wanted to kind of just don those things over the top of yours,
Do you think it'd be fine? Like,
I think that'd be easy for the Kenku. The bugbears, absolutely not.
nah, yeah,
Gigantic.
he's way too big. I didn't
Yeah.
expect to wear that. But
Yeah, he was probably like 7 feet tall. As you go through the Kenku's armor, can you
I look
roll an
for
investigation
jangly metal
check?
bits.
Yeah, roll an investigation check for me.
11.
An 11. Okay. You find a pouch of some clips. You shake it. You open it up. There's some clips in there. There's about 100 gold clips.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. I take that and I don the leather breastplate and
Okay.
hat and
Flibbit
maybe
kinda-
use my spoon sword to cut
Cut little ear holes.
and-
Easy enough. You put it on, and you look like a bloodhound.
Yay!
Flibbit goes, gross. You look great. I hate it.
I hate it too.
Okay. What do we do? Are we leaving these guys?
I'm going to grab the Kenku and drag him since the
As he's like, still unconscious.
I'm gonna drag him and I'm going to kind of like into the darkness.
Okay.
Like maybe next to the dead Scraggin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where the dead Scraggin was because
Yeah.
it blew up.
Yeah.
And then attempt to drag the bugbear. I don't know if I can.
We'll say with you and Flibbit's help, you guys are able to like very difficult, but you eventually takes you a little bit, drag him over to that
Okay,
spot.
and hopefully this is far enough into the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to straighten my hat and say, "You're pretty noticeable."
Thank you.
Yes, but that's a bad thing in this situation.
All right. Yeah. No. I still have this cloak that I was wearing
Oh,
of the Scrix cloak, so I could just put that back on my head,
true.
and I could just be a floating cloak.
Yes, you could be, and whenever somebody comes along.
Wait. I have an idea.
What?
You just did this to me. Now I'm gonna do it to you. He grabs the cloak and he puts it. He grabs it and he finds the top of it, and then he quickly like takes a little bit of his stench goo and puts a little ring around it, and then takes the hat and affixes it to the top of the cloak. And we'll say that there's a small adhesive property to his stench spray in forms. Then he puts it over his head, so he's just a floating cloak with a hat resting on top, and one of his little eye stalks peeking out. And he goes, "Perfect."
This is totally the best disguises ever. Great. This is perfect. I'm going to go over to the bugbear and take a look at this wanted poster of me.
Okay.
Does it look anything like me, or did he just guess?
It's
Other
like
than being a cat,
it's like
obviously.
Scrick drew it
Yeah.
and probably made a couple of them. It's definitely you if you were like a stick figure type of vibe.
Yeah,
like
like-
your head, it's U-shaped, and it's got the scarf and the armor and some like past world stuff. But it could also be another Tabaxi Rummager, probably too.
Okay.
So yeah, it wasn't that good.
I think I like take a good look at it, and then I'm like, and untie my scarf from my neck and put it in my bag.
Okay.
And so maybe
I mean, it could just be underneath the cloak too.
yeah. I think I'll put the cloak on top
Yeah,
of
that's
it,
fine.
and
You
I'll be
look
like-
like a bloodhound.
yeah.
And you and Flibbit.
I think I go out, and I think I'm going to close
Okay.
the gate behind me.
Yeah, with a loud ka-chunk, the gate goes and
Good luck
closes.
getting out now.
Yep.
Mod on one side and the gate on the other.
You close the ka-chunk thing, and it,
Was going to ask though. While I was investigating the Kenku, did he have any keys?
not the Kenku, no.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
Did you want to go investigate anything else?
Meh, it's fine.
Okay.
5 minutes later. Yeah.
So
I think
you
I'll-
close the gate, and you and Flibbit are now in a pretty well lit torch hallway. You start making your way along.
I think I would like to go, since that Kenku said he was going to go back to the prisons. Was I able to tell which direction his steel-toed boots
No,
went?
because you hid before.
No, but like I heard them going away.
Well, you can't tell which way the boots went.
Oh, true.
It's a stone hallway. And I will say you are also making pretty noisy clack, clack, clack.
Oh, did I put on the boots?
No, but just in general, whatever
yeah.
boots. This is a polished stone thing that you've entered into. Lots of gravestones lining the walls, and you guys start moving along.
I think that's fine. Like, if I'm a bloodhound, I don't need a reason to be sneaking.
That's true. And we'll say, speaking of that, you round the next corner. You guys walk down the hallway, and Flibbit's like, okay, just gotta keep it together. Gotta think like a bloodhound.
You're good. And I pat his
Okay.
fedora.
You round the corner, and you spot a patrol of 3 bloodhounds moving perpendicular to you guys across a 4-way larger room.
Oh.
They are equipped with equal armor. They've got the cloaks on. I'm going to say one looks over at your direction with disadvantage, and they keep on moving.
I think since they're... Wait. Is there anybody wearing a pointed hat that I can see?
We'll say one of these guys has a 5-pointed hat.
A 5-pointed hat.
Yep. Yep.
That's...
And you don't know what the... Maybe that's high level, maybe that's low level, but it's the first pointed...
Like, in technicality, wouldn't more points be more...
Not in this one.
Okay, so maybe if it's round and then it's more points, and then the less points you have is the higher up you get. But if you're totally round, then you're the lowest.
Yeah, no points.
No points?
Yep.
There's no point to it.
Ha 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 ha. Okay, and you find yourself in a large room.
I think since most of them aren't my assumed superiors, I don't know, the hat system, I don't give them any notice.
Okay. Can you please make a perception check for me?
Perception?
Yep.
A 7.
A 7? This is a 4-hallwayed corridor. You just came through one. Those guys are moving from right to left. There's a path in front of you with no one seemingly in it, and the path to the right they just came from. The path to the left would be following them. You have no clue.
I think I'm going to go on the path to the right.
The path to the right. Okay.
Guards might mean prisoners.
Sure. You start making your way over there. After a moment of walking down another hallway, the air kind of gets a little bit more muggy as you head this way. It gets a little warmer this way. And you start to hear these sounds of clanking chains, muffled voices, and you arrive at a large door with bars on it. And behind this large door with bars on it, you hear the voices of people. This looks an awful lot like a prison with a lock on it.
Is there any like peepholes, windows, grates?
Yeah, there's a grated window door thing.
I'd stand up on my tippy toes and look through it.
Okay. You look through it, and inside this room, you see some familiar faces, some Map's Edge people. You peek through, and we'll say, I think one that you never met, but was one of the ones in Map's Edge, is Myrtle of Mixed Up Meals.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you ever went to Mixed Up Meals.
I didn't. I think I've gone there before.
Yeah, you would know her,
yeah.
But we didn't. The podcast doesn't know Myrtle. And we'll say that as you look in that way, you see this Loxodon.
Ooh, nice.
The elephant person.
Nice.
Myrtle, this elderly elephant lady with a long trunk and glasses, sitting on top of her trunk.
How does that work?
They're massive. They are so big, and they wrap around to her eyeballs. And she perks up as she sees your face darken the area.
What does this look like? Like the inside of this room?
A cell.
Just like a single cell?
Yep, and there are about 7 or 8 total people in this.
Okay.
Myrtle looks up at you and she goes,
Yeah, is that you? I can barely see in my old age.
Even though she's got glasses?
Yeah, it's muggy down here.
She pulls them off. She's wiping them on her shirt.
Oh, I quickly look around the corridor.
No one's immediately there.
I say, yeah, it's me. I'm gonna find a way to get you and everybody else out.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Don't tell anybody you saw me here.
Okay.
I'm disguised.
Okay, well, we'll wait here. Now, Kea, have you seen Gunther?
No, I'm going to go find him.
'Cause they took him.
Was he here?
He was here yesterday.
They took him? Do you know where?
Took him up to the top, they said.
Okay.
He, mentioned that, he had history with, Tsar Bloodhoof, and the guards took him away.
Okay. Up. Okay. Well, I'm gonna find a way to get you out first. If I find keys, I'm going to unlock the door, and then you're going to have to go. Well, I'll tell you the instructions once I get the keys.
Okay, we'll wait here.
Okay.
Would you like a muffin? I didn't eat mine this morning.
It's a window. It's a grated window.
I know, but wouldn't you get us out?
Yes, actually.
All right. I brought with me some craisins, and I added it to the prison muffin.
Oh, well, that's
And a bunch of people murmur, and they're like, yeah, it's really good. Yeah, no, it's great. Good work, Myrtle.
I love how they get prison muffins. It's like, this is actually like a really nice prison if they have muffins.
And it's locked.
I say, I'll come back for you.
Understood.
And I'm going to step away
Okay.
from the door and turn around.
Yep, you turn around. The hallway's there. As you enter back into the four-cornered room, you know that you came from the left. Ahead of you, you can see that patrol coming back your direction, and there's a hallway to the right.
I think I'm going to go to the right.
Okay, you go to the right. As you go a little bit further to the right, you enter into a large room. Not as big as like the Scraggins room, but you see that there is a guard sitting at a desk that is chained. Like the behind the desk is all like grated in, and he's behind like a grate.
No.
And behind the grate, you see a bunch of weapons, armor. This is the armory.
Oh.
And
wait, is he locked in with the weapons?
Kind of, yeah. Like, you would need to get his permission to get anything.
Oh, okay. I was like,
and,
is he locked?
We'll say he is an older human guy, salt and pepper hair. He's sitting there reading a book.
Oh.
Yep. He's got his feet up on the counter, and that's what you see in this room.
Is that the only thing in this room?
Make an investigation or perception check.
Like, are there any doors, corridors? My perception is better.
Okay.
For 13.
A 13. That's kind of all you see in this room in terms of like doors. You do see that there is a door, but it's on the other side of the grate.
Oh, like inside.
On his side of the grate.
His side.
He's just sitting there reading a book.
Has he given any sign that he's noticed me yet?
Not yet.
Okay. I think I'm going to turn around.
Okay.
Walk back into the room.
Okay.
Has the patrol like crossed yet?
We'll say they're coming close. You didn't stay in this room very long. They're approaching the same big room, and you can tell that as you're walking down your hallway.
Like they're approaching the four-way room?
Mm-hmm. And it kind of looks like they're patrolling back and forth between the prison and the hallway they're in.
I think I'm going to...
Clack, clack,
I think
clack.
I think I'm going to turn around,
Okay.
actually. And I'm going to go back up the hallway and into the other room.
With the armory?
The armory.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go around the corner of the hallway.
Okay. Trying to stay out of sight for a second?
Yeah. Like, I think it would be weird for them to just see me, like, twice.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
that would
Make a general kind of stealth check with advantage.
17.
Okay. Yeah, they don't. You kind of look. You're kind of keeping an eye. They look kind of down each hallway as they pass by, but then they just keep on moving. And I'm gonna make a perception check for the guy reading a book. If he gets lower, then he will not be paying attention to you. He got a 3.
Yay.
He kind of makes a sniffle noise, and you like look back real quick to see if he noticed you, and he just kind of clears his throat and then turns the page of his book. Continues to read.
Wow.
So, I take it you have a moment where you want to move.
Yes, I'm going to go back into the four-way room.
Okay.
And I'm
They
going
are
to
heading towards the prison door.
go into the, I guess, my right
The
hallway.
last hallway.
Yes.
You make your way down this longer corridor hallway. At the end of it, there is a guard sitting on a stool next to a stairwell around a corner. So you can get around the corner without them seeing you, but there is a stairwell going up with another gate, kind of like that iron one with a lever on your side, and a guard sitting there on a stool with his arms crossed and his eyes closed.
Eyes closed. I'm going to walk up to him.
Okay.
Can I see through the grate?
Yeah, it's just stairs.
Like up. Oh, like you can't see the top?
No, it's like a spiral staircase going up.
I think I'm going to reach up and try to pull the lever.
Okay. Try to or pull the lever?
I pull the lever.
Okay, you reach up, you grab it, you pull the lever. A very loud metal door goes ka-chung, and the guy with his eyes closed opens his eyes up. He goes, "Oh, hey, what'd you do that for?"
Well, I need to get upstairs.
"Oh, aren't you supposed to be on patrol?"
Well, no. I have business upstairs.
"Business, huh?
Scrick's business.
Scrick business, huh? Well, you could have warned me before you opened it.
Oh,
It's so
Sorry.
loud."
sorry. Well, I hadn't realized.
Ugh. And he kind of adjusts his seat. And he kind of gets up off the stool and he stretches his back. Can you make a perception check?
19.
As he stretches his back and he kind of leans around, you see the familiar glint of some keys on his belt. And he goes, "Well, whatever. Just next time warn the guy."
Okay. Oh, yes. Well,
Flibbit goes, "Yeah, that was rude. You should have known better not to wake somebody up from their nap." And he's kind of glaring at you via underneath an entire cloak.
well, I'm sorry, Frank.
Yeah, you should be sorry. And then he turns and faces the guard and he's like, "Newbies, am I right?" And the guard he's like, yeah, they'll figure it out. "All right,
I'm right here.
yeah, but you're wearing a bowler hat."
Oh, is he wearing something?
He's wearing a fedora like Flibbit.
Isn't that like...
Maybe, and it seems that maybe there's even rank amongst the circular hat wearers.
Oh, because the top of a fedora has a point. The brim doesn't, but the top...
I don't know what I'm doing
I
anymore.
love this hat system. It's great.
The late podcast hat system we've created. And he settles back down on the stool. Flibbit kind of pushes you to the side and he goes, "I don't know what I'm doing. I was going to maybe try to distract him. Or what?"
Well, I'll be going then.
"Yeah, I know. Get."
And I'm going to walk.
Okay, you walk through the doorway.
I'm
It's
going
staying
to...
open.
While I walk through the doorway, I think I'm going to signal to Flibbit.
Okay.
Something along the lines of keep him distracted.
Okay. Flibbit nods his head and goes over to the guard and he goes, "Hey, I got a quick question for you.
I'm going to, while he's talking, I'm going to drop down and try and sneak.
Okay.
And maybe like reach my hand around the wall and try
to
and...
pickpocket the
Yeah.
thing. Okay. Flibbit goes, "Hey, I got a question for you. I was working last week, the prison hallway. I heard him talk about putting craisins in muffins. Is that something we allow? We're allowing the prison's muffin craisins now? Is that what's going on down here?" Flibbit's selling it a little hard.
This
The guy's
is great.
like, "I mean, I don't know how they're getting craisins. It's not my business." Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check first. We'll say I'm going to give you what?
17.
Okay, that's pretty good. And then I'm going to give you advantage on your pickpocketing if your skill check works. So sleight of hand with advantage because Flibbit is selling this pretty good.
The highest and first roll is 19.
Okay.
So sleight of hand, just even if that works, my sleight of hand is a 22.
A 22. Flibbit sees you stealthily
I
pull out
wink
the
at him.
keys and retreat slightly up the stairwell. And he goes, "Look, this crazy thing, it's not good. It's not good for business. I think it's something we should investigate." And he goes, "Hey, Klem," pointing up the stairs towards you.
What?
"We can't go yet. We haven't investigated the crazy situation."
Oh, well, yes. Okay. And I walk back down the stairs, pocket the
Nice.
keys.
Nice. And Frank shakes his fedoraed head. He goes, "New kids, am I right?" And the guy goes, grumbles and sits back down. And you
I'm loving
guys,
this. Frank and Klem.
Frank and Klem, round the corner. You could make your way back towards the hallway. You look down the length and you see those guys are standing by the doorway for the time being on their patrol. So you have a moment to get back into some rooms, get out of their way. What is your thought process?
Wait, so are they like coming towards me?
Not yet. They are facing the prison door.
I think I'm going to go back into the room
Okay.
and I'm going to kind of like stand maybe on like the wall side, their wall side.
Okay.
Not in the hallway, but like
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm going to just like lean against the wall and wait.
And act casual.
Act casual.
All right. Frank's going to
I
come
pull
over and do the same.
pull the hat over my eyes.
Okay. You sit there for a second. And you start hearing the clack clack of 3 boots coming along, coming along. Are you doing anything? They enter into the room.
Nope.
5-pointed hat guy looks your way. He's going to do an insight check on you.
I'm just gonna like I'm waiting.
Okay.
And I maybe give him a nod.
You're so lucky with my rolls.
I give him a nod.
You give him the nod. He looks at you for a long second, looks up at your hat, looks back at you, gives you a nod, and continues on their way. And Flibbit waits like a few seconds. He's like, "All right, Clem, we got to do this now."
I turn into the hallway.
The prison hallway.
smoothly, and I go up to the door. I stride up to the door.
Yep. A muffin reaches out as you get closer. Myrtle's like, "I prepared one for you. It's
Wait a second.
okay."
And I'm going to quickly. How many keys are on this?
2.
Okay, I try one.
Roll a d6.
A D6.
Yeah.
A 6.
It works.
Yes.
You have tried the first correct key.
I turn it in the lock,
Uh-huh.
open it up, and say, "Wait for inspection." And I open the door.
Okay, the door creaks open.
And I hold it open
There's a
for
lot of hushed voices. And,
Frank.
Yeah. And Myrtle's like, "Are we escaping now? Wonderful. Everybody now. Kea's here to help us leave. Stick together, and there will be muffins when we're done with escaping."
Yes.
And
And I quickly like do the hand signal for like go go go.
okay,
And how many, like 7 or 8 people you said?
there are 7.
Okay. I'm going to, once they're all out, I'm going to close the door, relock it,
Okay.
and put the keys away, and then go 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 go.
Okay.
And I'm going to lead them
Can
out.
you make for me real quick an initiative roll, just in case?
It got stuck.
Okay, roll it again. That's fine. Is it good or is it bad?
It's really bad. It got stuck between an 8 and a 16 originally. My reroll is a 1.
A 1. A natural Onesington.
Wait, plus initiative?
Oh, yeah, plus initiative, but it's
A
not,
4.
It's not going to matter. I got a 5. And as you're going, go, 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 they start moving down the hallway. And as you round that corner, Myrtle in tow, and she's hustling. She's a big old Loxodon elephant person. You hear a voice coming from the armory going, "Hey, you're not supposed to do that."
Wait, from the armory?
Yep, because the hallway that you're trying to send him down towards the thing is opposite of the armory where the guy was reading the book. And he was barely paying attention in that moment. And he goes, "Hey, hey." He unlocks the armory and he pulls out a little club with glowing energy. And he comes rushing
Is
into
he
the
wearing
middle.
a hat?
He is not wearing a hat. He left it on his desk. And he comes rushing out and he's looking at you and he goes, "Hey, you're not supposed to take these prisoners out of prison.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I'm the armorer."
And I'm especially sent by Scrick to interrogate these prisoners. And I need and they have business outside, and I figured I'd take this. I figured I'd take this entrance because it's less conspicuous. It's easier, and it's faster.
They have business outside. All right, I'm going to need you to roll deception against this guy's insight.
Surprisingly good. A 16.
16, of course. Of course. And he goes, well,
I'm fudging this so hard.
he's like, well, it's very unusual, but...
I'm just obeying the acting mayor's orders.
Yeah, Frank gets in front of Klem, and he goes, hey, buddy. And Flibbit floats up a little bit and sticks his little one eye through the cloak. And he goes, hey, buddy, we just do what's told, right? That's what you're supposed to do, aren't you? And it looks to me like right now, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is guard the armory. So how about you mind your own business?
Wow, Flibbit. This is just great, honestly.
And Flibbit rolls a 14 plus 3 on his intimidation. And the guy's like, all right, whatever. Interrogate him good, I guess.
Don't worry. They'll be perfectly interrogated.
And you shuffle them all out as he walks back towards the armory, shaking his head. And you make your way down back into the catacombs, open up the gate, I assume, enter into the Scraggon's room, close the door behind you, and for the time being, you are safe from the people in the prison. Are you intending to make your way out with them, or are you intending to stay and work your way up from this level?
I think I'm going to intend to stay and work my way up.
Okay. So then, we'll say...
I'm going to just follow. Okay, go through this really dark room. Just keep heading forward, and you might trip over some pieces of metal. That's fine.
Okay.
They're supposed to be there. Well, they're not supposed to be there, but they are there.
Yeah. Okay.
And just keep going until you find a staircase.
Okay.
And at the top of the staircase, there will be a hatch.
Okay.
You will open the hatch, and there will be a elf who will lead you to safety.
Oh, okay. Is that Maud?
Yes.
I met her, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, at the celebration when you and her first came back from
Oh, yes.
the scrape.
Yes. Yes, Maud will be up there.
Okay.
And,
Kea, I must tell you, you have grown up so much. Everyone deserves a muffin. And she puts a muffin in your hand, pats you
Thank
on
you.
the head, pats Flibbit on the head, and goes,
on the hat.
good luck finding Gunther. I hope all will turn out well.
I hope that, too. And I take a giant bite of my muffin.
Okay. It's friggin' good.
Craisins.
Craisin muffin, so good. She meanders out of the way. You head back towards the grated door, we'll say, or maybe you never went through it if you were intending to stay.
Yeah, I think I'm going
You
to
close the grate behind them. They make their way through. You turn around, face the hallway. Flibbit next to you goes, all right, Klem, let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
And that is where we're going to end this week's episode with Frank and Klem, the guards, getting up the tower to find Gunther.
Yeah!
Delicious Craisin muffin consumed.
I love my, super, really made up,
yeah, I'll roll good damage, and I'll hit you.
but you can't see through
I can't
my really
roll
bad...
charisma-based stuff ever, or saving throws ever as a DM. And it's wonderful. It makes for hilarious stories.
I know, it's really funny, I feel like, because my wordings of my persuasions are really bad.
They are. You're right.
But
My insight is
for
even worse.
some reason, your insight is also really bad.
Yep.
And so it's
Well, you're going to have to get past some guards a little bit more next time. Thank you all for listening to this nonsense.
thank you. Leave us a like, a comment, a review, a star rating, or whatever they do.
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Yeah, we like good vibes.
We like good vibes.
And we will see you next week on
Dadventurous.